Cafe Networking Podcast promotes successful business experts. I'm Tom Riar, connecting people throughout the world from my podcast studio in Brazil. Joining us today from Herdon, Virginia, is Dr. Ravi Iyer, CEO of driyer.com, physician scientist, author, transformational coach, and keynote speaker. So, Ravi, what distinguishes a leader from the rest of the crowd?
Thank you, Tom. Nice to meet you here today. The hallmark of a leader, and you can use this to define every leader that you ever saw under the sun.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be able to create a space around them where other people find their grounding narrative. That's the hallmark. And there's one other hallmark that you can identify a leader from is wherever the leader is, all around them is a space free from fear.
Aha.
So if you can identify a person in whose presence you do not experience fear when you're around that person, that person automatically can be defined as a leader.
Well, I hear what you're saying, but many times looking at a leader, being the presence of a person you perceive to be a leader, sometimes we're afraid even to approach the person.
Then that person is not a leader. Being afraid is one of the things that is actually antithetical to leadership. A leadership, by definition, a leader is approachable. A leader may be awe-inspiring. You got to make a distinction between being in awe of a leader versus being afraid of a leader.
Aha.
A lot of people can look at a leader and can be in awe of them, and they are dumbstruck from their awe of that leader. They are awe-stricken by leader. They admire the person to the extent that they find themselves at a loss for words in front of them. That is not fear.
So actually that's in the empathy, that's an overload of empathy.
That's right. A leader, usually really, really good leaders will recognize that effect that they have on people, and they will always work to reduce that impact. They will work to become approachable and to remove the curtain of admiration and awestruck silence that separates them from the people that they are trying to lead. And they will encourage them to step forward and say, it's okay, I'm not going to eat you up, come on. So a good leader, really solid leader, will inspire this awestruck admiration, but will also recognize that impact and will always operate to reduce that impact, to minimize that, and to encourage people to step forward.
I see from your LinkedIn profile, you show that you help companies and practices build aligned high-performance teams that can achieve a rise in productivity. So that's the key to leadership, is getting the team together and working in the right direction?
The key to leadership, the leadership is a space which accomplishes many things. I use leadership in the realm of aligning teams into high performance. But you can lead in so many different ways that you can lead even without creating a team. So, because what happens is leadership is literally a space of empowerment. And when you are able to be that space of empowerment, people will come into that space and they will show up as enabled. They will show up as powerful. They will show up as in alignment with their purpose and vision. All you do is enable that showing up to happen.
I also see now on your site that you have what you shows is the Art of Living Leadership Workshop.
Yes.
What is that?
It's a 2.5 day high intensity workshop that we start. It's a Friday evening and a Saturday and a Sunday, where I work with a group of 10 to 15, 20 people, and it's pretty intense. And usually at the end of it, they come out as different people.
So you help them create their space.
I help them not only create their space, I help them carry it forward into their life.
Because the space shouldn't be static. It needs to be dynamic.
Yes. And then there's no point creating a space that only you can create and everyone else has to perpetually be tied at the apron strings to you to ever experience. That's no way. See, empowerment cannot be a fixed entity that is attached to you such that no one gets empowered if they leave you. You got to be able to transmit in them the ability to recreate that space for themselves wherever they are. And then from that point onwards, each one becomes a leader. So a leader basically is able to clone himself.
So actually what you're doing is sharing the space, having the others take part of that space and recreating it for themselves.
That space is present in everyone. It's just that I know how to tap into it. I know how to access it, and the others don't know how to access it. And then I show them how to access it in a reliable, reproducible manner.
So how can our listeners find you? What's the best way?
I have a website. It's www.D as in David, R as in Robert, I as in India, Y as in yellow, E, R as in Robert.com, pronounced as driyer.com. And you can reach me. You can see all the stuff I do, the books I write, the blogs I write, the workshops I do, the talks I give. You can book me for your event. You can email me. You can go to my clinic and come and see me for your healthcare needs because I'm a practicing physician. It's an umbrella website that covers everything I do.
And a large space, right?
Yep, it is.
Well, very good. Well, Ravi, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And again, for our listeners, it's Ravi Iyer. That's R-A-V-I, the last name I-Y-E-R. I-Y-E-R. And again, he's the CEO of driyer.com. That's D-R-I-Y-E-R.com. You'll find him there at his site and as well as on LinkedIn. Cafe Networking is brought to us by Focus MI Market Intelligence, an agricultural market research specialist in Brazil. More information at focusmi.com. Talk to Tom, talk to the world. Thanks for listening. Till the next time here at Cafe and Networking Podcast.